Hi guys, Alex here. Welcome back to an Alex is Shook reaction. And I am super excited because for today's video, we're going to go ahead and take a look at a brand new video. This one kind of caught my eye, piqued my interest, so to speak, from ALR. It's called Health Updates / Results. So I guess she's going to kind of let us in. She has been kind of vague about everything, even talking about it during last week's live stream, basically saying that she was going to, all would be revealed in Monday's vlog. So here we are going back to the hospital and Keemstar is mad at me. Where'd that come from? This is her episode 9 of these weekly vlogs. Girl, it's episode 1237, but who's counting? In case you guys missed last night's Shook After Dark, we did discuss this clip that has been going around the community of Keemstar on his LOLcow live show. Amberlynn had sent in a super chat and Keemstar begins to get irate. I mean, it's Keem, so it was kind of a troll, but he's not actually mad at her. I think he's a little bit frustrated with her though. They have been playing phone tag. He has been trying to get her to join their live stream to do a chit chat interview. I'm not totally sure. Maybe just sit on the panel because they have gotten Foodie Beauty in the past. So why not go for the queen? And Amber has expressed a ton of interest in this podcast, saying it's like her favorite thing to watch these days. So you would wonder why she wasn't hopping on the opportunity to be on the show. She has said in the past it comes down to anxiety. She's just too nervous to be on. And Keemstar basically called her a B. He called her out for not coming on. And he said, like, F you and your girlfriend, which caused a lot of rumor and speculation about whether or not ALR has a new girlfriend or if she is lying about still being with Tommy. Of course, there was that Instagram post from Tommy. I think that's like super important to mention, where she said like the love of her life was her ex, Colleen. So if she was still with Amber, I mean, that type of thing would really ruffle Amber's feathers, I feel like. It's Amber, and if we look to the past, she did the same thing during the wifey era, saying that once people figured out who wifey was, she decided to say that wifey wasn't wifey anymore. And yet she was dating the same woman since she broke up with Beck in the summer of 2021 until they ended up breaking up in the summer of 2023. So 2 years, the wifey era. Not exactly a time I look back fondly on, but if you think about it, we had Foodie Beauty causing a lot of mess at that time. That was when she was on again, off again with Natter. So I am interested to see what is going on with her health update and what she has to say to Keemstar. She did write on her community tab, just to make something very clear, I have never talked to Keemstar about my love life. Keemstar is the ultimate troll. It's his full-time job. If you believe everything he says, you are proving that common sense really isn't that common. And while I do agree that Keemstar is a troll, I didn't see her talking about her love life with him, but I did see her saying, I have plans with my girlfriend, as an excuse as to why she couldn't come on, because she's been kind of like leading them on and pushing them back for, Keemstar said, like 6 months. So it's been a while. Anyways, let's just get right into it. I mean, shallowy. I don't know how I feel about my hair today. I feel like it doesn't look right. I should have just pushed it back, but now if I try to do that now, like it's not. I have to choose, like when I get out of the shower, what are you gonna do? Oh gosh, now it looks like 10 times worse. Give me a break. I should have just pushed it back. Okay, let's watch Amber's video. Amber gives me dopamine. Watching her succeed gives me dopamine. Succeed! Stop. We're already like clowning and she hasn't even begun.
Hey guys, welcome to the weekly vlog.
Oh my goodness, right off the bat, you can tell that something seems off. I mean, clearly she's like, hi guys, welcome to the vlog.
Normally I try my very hardest to start these vlogs like uplifting, but I'm kind of just like going through it right now. And if you guys did not watch my last videos, especially my last weekly vlog, I had to go to the ER. So I'm just gonna do like a short story time. I've been having anxiety about my health.
Yeah, when her work, like that's what's kind of interesting about Amber's position. Like her work is her life, like sharing her life on YouTube, right? So for me, if I'm like having some issues in my personal life, sometimes it feels better to just like hop on YouTube and get into some fun, like kiki drama about XYZ, whatever, versus Amber can't escape her problems. Or even that's like an integral part of her work. Her work. Right. Rah, rah.
And that made me want to go back on a GLP-1. So then I went to my primary care doctor, called, and they couldn't get me an appointment for a month.
I was like, girl, yeah, what happened? She can't get that GLP-1 yet.
The soonest one. And then all of a sudden I'm having chest pain on my left side that I've never ever felt before. I'm not like a
Okay, so this is kind of the play-by-play if we forgot what happened last week.
Chest pain girly pop. And at my size, the way that I treat my body, which is not good, that's obviously worrisome. My mom agreed, like, we should go get that checked out just
the way I treat my body, right, girl? Well, why not make some changes? I mean, damn. People have been saying, and I feel like this is going to be kind of a theme for the video, she looks like we have gone back to 2019. Like we might be reaching for the stars, like a new highest weight. I don't know. People are not buying her Wednesday weigh-ins a lot of the time. She doesn't even show like the clip of the ceiling where you can at least hear the scale. So people are thinking like, what is going on? And you can just like tell, like it's giving 2019, which at that time she clocked in at about 572. But even so, take it back to 2021 when she broke up with Beck, she did admit to being around 560, like very close to her highest ever recorded, allegedly, that she's admitted to. So many asterisks.
Case, because there has been so many times where people think, oh, it's just a pulled muscle. Oh, I just have gas, when they're literally going through something drastically worse. So I ended up going. I went to the ER. They did.
I feel like she makes things so much worse. I mean, talk about catastrophizing, but she's over 500 pounds. Like, yeah, anything could happen at any time.
All these tests, they said you were in the right place and we're going to get this figured out. I got my blood taken. I got a chest x-ray. I had a CT scan done of my lungs. I had an EKG, all of it. They come back telling me everything looked good. But then you get...
They did all that. Does she have insurance or does she just like hospital hop? Remember, like, Beck spilled the beans. I believe that was one of the first things that Beck, like, let out of the bag, like, right after they broke up, that Amber had all of these hospital bills that she just completely ignored, and they were adding up. And yeah, that's why she goes to the ER, because they, like, can't refuse. If you go to a doctor with, like, no money or anything, like, they just send you right back out the door, but the ER can't do that.
Paperwork before you leave the hospital explaining your diagnoses and like what to do, and I just like glanced at it and it said,
is it diagnoses?
My D-dimer is elevated, but they didn't mention that to me, which I thought was weird. So I asked the nurse about it. She acted kind of unfazed. I wish I would have asked the doctor, but I didn't.
Didn't they probably didn't mention it because it wasn't a big deal at that time. At least that's what I would think.
Not notice it before the doctor like said goodbye to me. So the nurse told me, make an appointment with your primary care doctor.
Right.
So literally early this morning, like I
feel like that literally goes without saying. Like that's what they expect you to do, but not Amber.
Not even sleep. I stayed up because I was at the ER all night last night. So right at 8 a.m. on the dot, when my doctor's office opened, I called and said, is there a slot that's been freed? And I explained to them the situation. No. They said, no, there's not. You still have your appointment in a month, but we'll put you on the wait list just in case. But you should probably go to urgent care. They were saying how I need an ultrasound on my legs because if I don't have the blood clot in my lung, then it's obviously somewhere else. Since I suffer with lymphedema and lipedema, there's a
oh, right. Yeah, blood clot in her legs.
Big chance that it is in my legs. And obviously when urgent care was like saying all these things, it was freaking me out because it was only justifying the fact that I was already freaking out. So when urgent care said, okay, you need to go to the ER, I called the ER first because I'm not just going to show up because I don't know, is this an emergency or is it not? I don't want to waste anyone's time. So the lady who answered in the emergency department said, I'm not supposed to like give medical advice.
Right. They're not supposed to do that because then they could be held liable if you do or don't go, right? I feel like they're not going to tell you not to go. Like nobody's going to tell you, a doctor is not going to tell you not to go because then they could be like held liable for that or something.
But if I were you, I would come in, yes. So now I'm sitting here like, what the heck? I have to go back to the emergency room because it's like having an elevated D-dimer it does mean that something is wrong. And the fact that urgent care, also my doctor's office, also the emergency room thinks I need to get this figured out now instead of waiting a full month freaks me out because not only would I have to wait a full month, but then my primary care doctor would be like, okay, so these are your issues. So that means you need to schedule appointments for all of these.
I feel like they wouldn't have sent her out the door if that was like such a pressing issue that she had to be seen within 24 hours, right?
Things, which sometimes you schedule an appointment for an ultrasound and it's like 2 months away. Like that's just like how it works. Healthcare in the USA is crazy. So I'm being told by all these different professionals like in a row to like go be seen, go be seen. So now I have to go back to the ER and I just feel scared. I also feel dumb. I don't know. I feel a lot of different ways. And then I signed into my little chart thing and...
You know, the annoying part about all of this is like, she could have had this taken care of. She could have had appointments with the primary care physician. Like, this didn't have to get to the point where she had to go to the ER twice in a 48-hour period. That's her own fault.
It looks like some of my
searching for my sympathy bone
results are a little off, and it definitely scares me. I mean, I don't know. I don't really feel like sharing those things. I feel like that's private. I literally was...
What do you mean? Like, do you expect it to be any different? I mean, this is what we were saying in one of the previous reactions from last week. Like, do you expect it to be any different at this point? I wouldn't if I were her. I think that she just like out of sight, out of mind. That's why she avoids going to doctors. Same with Foodie Beauty. And even the Slayton sisters, they wouldn't even weigh in. Or at least Tammy admitted that she wouldn't even weigh in because she didn't even want to know how big she had gotten. And the girls, they don't want to go to the doctor because they don't want to know what is wrong with them, because clearly, until it becomes an issue to the point where like they're uncomfortable and then they have to go, once it becomes like pressing. But in the meantime, they don't want to deal with it. They just want to be blissfully ignorant. And that's just how they live. I mean, you got to stay up to date with your health, girls, especially at 500 pounds. I mean, come on. Crazy.
About to go on my laptop and pull it up for you guys, but I feel like I don't need to give all the info on my stuff, but there was a few things that were off, and that was one of them was my D-dimer, which is what is causing me to be the most fearful. They were great.
A few things that are off. Oh, I do wonder.
Last night, so I don't want to like say anything bad, but it's just frustrating that I have to go back. Like, I genuinely don't want to waste anybody's time, but thankfully where I live, there are so many emergency rooms, it's insane. So when I went last night, there was literally nobody there. I felt like the apocalypse. Really? So it's not like I'm taking up another patient's...
When is there ever? I feel like that's hard to believe. Like, when do you ever go to the emergency room? I mean, granted, it's been a very long time since I've gone to the ER. It was probably when I had kidney stones for the first time. It was just this pain that was so unbearable. And it was the first time, so I didn't know like what exactly was going on. And yeah, so I was at the ER then, but there was a lot of people there. Like, I had to wiggle around. Like, I was on the floor, like wiggling around, like trying to deal. And then a guy in the bathroom was like, "Are you having trouble peeing?" "Yeah, it's probably kidney stones." Like, I think that guy was dealing with it for a second time or something. But he was right. That is a little awkward though in the bathroom. It's hard to believe that there's nobody in an ER though. Girl, buy another lie. She just wants to make it seem like this was no big deal. Like, she was not taking beds from people that needed them because she feels like people are going to say that. You could have been taking care of this issue. Instead, you're taking up people's time and taking away from others. XYZ.
Time that they could be like seeing a doctor or something, because that's like something that I do worry about, is like taking up patients' times, doctors' times, where they could be taking care of someone else, etc., etc. You're
worried about the audience saying that. You're not worried about actually doing that. I mean, your behavior shows that you're not
directed that way. So that's what I'm about to go do. All right, you guys, finally leaving the emergency room. I was here for like 10 hours. They did it all.
Oh my goodness, I can't imagine. Ugh, how horrible.
Ultrasound, and they saw no blood clot, so they gave me a number for like a specialist. So I'm gonna call there and schedule an appointment. So we're staying outside of the Denny's. We went to eat here. Thanks for taking me to the hospital twice. It's been a mess.
Yeah, long hours there. We were there from like 4 p.m.
Oh my goodness. And she has her mom like up all night over this BS, and she might have to work in the morning. I don't know. Maybe she's able to get off. Some places you can, some places you can't. Just depends. The first idea was to go to Denny's. Right after getting out of the ER for 10 hours, let's hit up the Denny's, girl. Like, that's how you got there. That's how you got there in the first place. What is she going to get, though? I feel like there's not really anything healthy at Denny's. I haven't been to Denny's. I think I've only been there like once in my entire life, and it was a while ago. Like, I went with like a friend in high school or something.
To like,
what time is it right now?
Teen Jesus.
Yeah. At the ER. Yeah.
Midnight.
It's midnight right
crazy.
now.
Yeah.
But
and then 2 people recognized you in there.
Hell yeah. And Denny's. No, so there was two guys that were
Oh, and Danny's. I thought she was recognized in the ER. Like, that'd be kind of awkward.
what, like 20?
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe.
So they were like, you could tell they were like listening to my TikTok. It was the one that went viral. Well, it's not my TikTok, but I said it in a YouTube video. The one that was like, I asked for an apple, but got 2 chips, whatever. I can't even quote myself.
No way. That's the, yo, bro, that's the 2 chips instead of an apple, girl. That's what she's getting right. You know, like the Gen Zs. The Gen Zs. I know there is some younger people in this community too, but you know, like the Gen Zs on TikTok, they know her because of the 2 chips instead of an apple. That's hilarious.
That's not how it goes. And I literally was like, I was like, excuse me? I really did ask for an apple. So then
Email died.
I was like, oh my God, is it really you? Can I get a photo? And then
No way. They were just watching it out of nowhere. And she was like, I really did. And she interjected. No, they saw her and then played it. She was like, bro, look at this. Have you seen this? That's the girl right there. Probably, right?
when I was leaving, the girl was like, the girl was like, oh,
Are you Amber?
Yeah.
She called you Amber, not Amber Lynn.
Yeah, I get rid
Amber
of
hates that.
there's a lot. I know a lot of people don't believe it, but I think it's because, like,
Why don't they believe you?
I don't know.
That's weird.
I think she does. It is weird that we never see any pictures of her with any of these people, especially, and here she is saying like they are taking pictures together, right? But I believe that she's recognized just because I've been recognized a few times, not very many times, but a few times. So if I do, Amber definitely does.
Why is that weird?
Because I can't go anywhere with you without somebody
Nobody wants to post their picture with our girl.
recognizing you.
Yeah, I think it's like because of the YouTube and because of the TikTok, so it makes it like a double whammy. I don't know.
What if you met Mama Lynn too?
But-
Wow.
Mom,
Jesus jugs.
good night. We're going to bed. I can't.
Not the Jesus jugs.
Hello. So
What was that next day?
I can't.
That font is so unaesthetically pleasing to me personally. Not once have you thanked me personally for the money that I was going to give you. Amber quote.
Hello. So it is the next day, and I'm actually about to do my members live stream. I just have a lot going on. I have a lot in my head and in my brain, whether it's mental or physical.
Okay, so that was last Monday. Like, we're talking pretty old. I guess these are like weekly vlogs. They start on Monday, obviously, Alex. But yeah, it just seemed a little bit old.
Like just my health in general. So I don't really know how this live stream's gonna go.
The eyebrows are just not eyebrowing for me. I don't know. Like, I've noticed it the whole video. Maybe that's just not the right color brown. It almost looks like there's a hint of red to the brown that she's using on her eyebrows, and her hair doesn't really have a hint of red, so it don't match. It looks odd.
really wanted to cancel it, but I don't want to let anyone down. So
You can't go wrong with like darker eyebrows, even if they're darker than your hair, right? I mean, as long as they're not like super, I don't, whatever. You get what I mean.
I'm gonna do it. And yeah, I appreciate my members. They genuinely always put me in a better mood. So I have really high hopes for this live stream. I'm currently wearing Carmex because my lips are super dry. I got a drink from Chick-fil-A, Diet Dr. Pepper. I need to get a few groceries. I just have been not feeling the greatest, so I haven't done.
She says that she orders a drink from Chick-fil-A every day. I wonder how often that is delivered. I mean, it's not like Mama Lynn drives her to Chick-fil-A every day. So that's like her $15 Diet Cokes every day. That has to be like the worst way you could spend money. $10+ for a Diet Coke. When you're at home, she just likes the ice. Girl, get an ice machine then.
I have to go live in a minute and 10 seconds. So, all right, you guys. So I had my live stream and I feel a million times better. I went.
And then we're going to complain that she buys too many appliances. J/K.
Over the 2 hours because I was genuinely just enjoying the time that I was having. I appreciate you guys more than you know. And I did just also film my weigh-in video. So I have the rest of the night tonight to edit it, process it, export it, upload it, and schedule it for you guys to watch. All right, you guys. So I'm just currently doing some chores right now. Cleaning my toilet, just did some dishes.
This is where we're at. That doesn't look right. Damn it. This is where we're at. She's doing toilet content. She's cleaning her toilet for content. I mean, that's about par for the course. It's part of my life. I document my life. And cleaning a toilet is just one part of that. So if you don't like it, you know where to go. Somewhere else.
I actually finished editing my video and it's scheduled. It's literally 2 a.m. right now and I'm just cleaning. But I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm
Does
kind
she
of
ever
nocturnal
sleep?
right now, so it's crazy how beginning of the
When is she not nocturnal? The sleep schedule complaints. My sleep schedule.
day, I just did not feel the greatest at all. But my live stream and editing and just cleaning, I don't know, cleaning is super therapeutic. So we got that clean. All right, so now I'm gonna go do the litter box.
Cleaning.
And I might go through more of my clothes to get rid of them. I don't know yet. Okay, guys, it is the next day. I have not done my hair or my makeup yet, which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do because today is when I film my Let's Talk video.
It really is giving 2019, isn't it? Especially with the poo bun.
And I like to have my hair and makeup done for it.
It's like she still has a little bit of the eyebrow on from yesterday, right?
But anyways, I want to show you a salad that I'm
So clearly homegirl didn't even wash her face.
really into right now. I know I can make this at home, fully aware. No need to point out the obvious, but I'm just getting my handy dandy fork ready here. But I actually talked about the salad in
My handy dandy notebook.
my live stream, where I've noticed I've been talking more about things that I don't mention in my videos.
The
like
salad.
I mentioned how when they
The salad she had in yesterday's video, or I guess Saturday's, we looked at it on yesterday's live stream. Horrible. You have to see it.
did my lung scan, CT scan, and x-ray, they didn't mention this to me, but when I signed on to my little doodad, like to see all my results, it shows that I'm still suffering with that thing that I was suffering with years ago. Do you guys remember when they were like, oh, you could have lung cancer? Then they changed it to, oh, you have a collapsed lung. And then they changed it to, oh, you have a blood clot in your lung. And then it was, oh no, you have walking pneumonia. Like it was 4 things all within a couple of weeks that they kept changing it to. I guess I still have that because in my results, it shows that I still have it. I don't know what it is. Definitely freaks me out. I talked about it in my live stream and I didn't
Girl, she needs to see like a specialist.
even notice that until after I saw my results. It just genuinely like freaks me out. Anyway, so it's a chef's
Take your stuff and see a specialist, girl. At least make an appointment, you know?
salad. It's supposed to come with ham and tomato, but I said no thank you. So this is turkey, there's cheese, tons of lettuce under this, boiled egg, cucumber, little tiny bit of bacon.
Okay, I mean, that definitely looks a lot better than the bingo salad. The bingo salad was giving full high school cafeteria, like, period.
It looks like they forgot the best part. Do I have any red onion? I don't think so.
In fact, it looked
oh, well,
a
that's
lot
okay. I love red onion on salad. It does come with 2 branches, which I used
Red
both
onion.
yesterday, and I realized after shaking it up, that's just like way
Just
too
too
much.
much.
Like I genuinely wasn't even able to enjoy it because it was so much ranch. So I just need this one for sure.
Walking
so the
in
ranch is
Oklahoma with a $20 salad.
on there, and then I'm sure everyone knows this trick, but I'm telling you,
Brain rot. Shake it up,
best idea
girl.
ever. Make sure this is closed, and then shake it.
Girl, that is not anything like inventive. That's what you do. Like, if you don't have something that you could easily like toss it and you have a container like for lunch, that's what you do. Like, this is not something inventive here.
You gotta shake it for a hot minute. There we go.
I want the McDonald's shake 'em salads. Like, bring those back. What did we get? We got like not even that good chicken tenders. They brought that back. Chicken selects. That's what they used to be called. Now they're called something else, but maybe like Mick tenders. I don't know. I haven't had them. So I can't really say if they're like horrible or not, but I kind of want to try them. I'm just like a sucker for something like new at McDonald's. I want to try it. I will go to McDonald's if I'm super desperate because it is the closest restaurant to me. Well, I guess technically Jimmy John's is now.
Oh, I edited out most of the shaking, by the way. Salad is complete. I love a chef salad. So I'm sitting here editing.
Is she gonna vomit? It was giving like UG.
I'm a mess. How did my earring fall out? Anyways, I'm sitting here editing.
How did I not notice that?
So the shaking, by the way. Salad is complete.
That's her workout for the day, guys.
I love a chef salad.
Is it giving 2019? Like, is this the worst she's ever been? That picture. I mean, people have been doing side to sides, posting them on Twitter, and it's like, yeah, like you can see it. You can see it.
So I'm sitting here editing.
So did we not even? I want to see it fall
Complete. I love a chef salad. So I'm sitting here editing.
out. Oh, it was out by the time she pressed record. Damn it.
I'm a mess. How did my earring fall out? Anyways, I was sitting here editing my video because I just did my Let's Talk video and I forgot to do my eyebrows today. I just look weird. I was sitting here editing it and I'm like, why do I look so weird? Like, what is happening? And then I put 2 and 2 together and I was like, oh my God, I forgot to do my eyebrows. So then I like went all the way to the beginning of the video and I did like a disclaimer for my eyebrows. Who knows why? Okay, guys, so I was in the shower and
Oh my goodness. You guys know what the worst thing is? Now I have to check. if you do a whole video and you have something in your tooth, like you just had lunch and then you sit down to record a video or whatever, and you have like a little piece of like oregano in your tooth or something. No, I have natural teeth. I've never had braces because they're relatively short or straight, and they have natural charm. But anyways, they're not perfect, so they will get stuff easily stuck. And sometimes I forget to look, and then I always think like, oh, should I redo it? Should I take it down? Like, is that going to be all the comments? Is it just like gross? Everyone's just going to be like, your teeth, your teeth, your teeth. I just hate it. And it just looks so bad. Like, ooh, like you didn't brush your teeth. No, I just had lunch, honey. Like, we're human. We have to eat to survive.
I remembered in my live stream, people were like, oh my god, your hair is just looking so much better. What do you use? I was in the shower tonight doing my hair and I was like, you know what? Why don't I just show it in a vlog? So
oh, there she is. I couldn't see her in that shirt. Wink, wink. Get it?
I use the Pantene Moisture Shampoo and Conditioner. It's the
I just saw a TikTok that was like Pantene is the worst thing that you can put in your hair. It was like a hairdresser rating shampoos, and Pantene, they put like negative 10,000 out of 10, you know, like the worst of the worst of the worst is Pantene.
Hydration kind, and I'm telling you, I like the shampoo and conditioner above any of the ones that I've used recently throughout the year.
I'm not a girly that buys like super expensive shampoo. I mean, I don't have that much freaking hair. Plus, my hair does better with like minimal shampoos.
We're trying to figure out how to make my hair better.
Let's do a 2019 side by side of our own, because this is giving me flashbacks or in that headpiece. Okay, so here is 2019. Every shot, her shots are always so zoomed in, or at least they used to be. She's gotten a bit better with that, I feel like, in recent days.
Recently, throughout the year, trying to figure out how to make my hair better. Not only that, but I always use this Chi Silk Infusion. It's just an oil. You can put it to damp hair, you can put it to dry hair. Depending on how much you use, like right when you use it, you're like, oh my god, my hair's gonna be oily. Oh no, it literally, the oil dries and it just leaves your hair so shiny. And on top of that, if I want to use heat to my hair, which I never used to do my whole life, I would never use a protectant. I know that.
I used to do that. I used to straighten my hair every single day. I never used any kind of product, no protectant, no gel, nothing.
It's bad. Now I use the Chi 44 Iron Guard. It's a thermal protection spray, so I use this as well. I recommend Chi, I recommend Pantene, but do remember everyone's hair is different. Also,
oh my goodness, I used to get like straight perms too to keep up with the emo hair. Oh my gosh, after you get a straight perm, your hair is like so stiff. Or at least I'm sure there's like multiple different ways to do it, but my hair felt like I had put glue in it for like a few days. It was horrible. The lengths we go, but then I didn't have to straighten it every day. I would just sleep with a headband on, so it would be like down.
An update at the beginning of this vlog, you guys saw that I had to go back to the hospital because it was literally directed to me too. And the referral paper they gave me, I have called that number. Like,
she wants to make sure that we know that this was like not 100% all her. The doctors told her to do this, or I guess the front desk ladies told her to do this.
Literally upwards to 20 times. I've called at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., noon, and they have not answered. I'm gonna keep trying because it is.
Wait, which doctor?
20 times. I did to me too. And the referral paper they gave me, I have called that number like literally upwards to 20 times. I've called at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., noon, and they have not answered. I'm gonna keep trying because.
Has she tried Googling the number to make sure it's the right one and up to date? Because y'all know how that goes.
It is like a referral center for me to see a specialist. I'm not sure what type of specialist, but they were like very direct of like, please call this number. So I'm going to keep trying that. And by the way, as you guys know, my doctor's appointment's in a month. I have received 3 text messages from my doctor's office saying, okay, this is your doctor's appointment, but now there's an opening. And I'm telling you, I try to respond to it as quick as possible. Today I responded to it 3 minutes after it was sent to me. I was like, accept, I'll take the.
And somebody else got it.
New appointment, which would only be in like a few days. I was literally too late. Someone responded quicker than me. That literally shocked me because 3.
It's like easier to get a switch too than a doctor's appointment in Oklahoma City.
Minutes? Who knows? I've received
no Pokemon
a few of those
cards.
text messages, so I'm sure I'll receive more. And the next one I get, I'm gonna try to.
What is with the resurgence of Pokemon cards? Like, I've seen people like fighting over them, and if you go to Target, like the whole section is wiped out. What spurred that? It just seems kind of random. Like, I feel like they were popular like during the pandemic, but then that kind of like died down a bit.
On so fast.
All right, girl.
Hello. So
yeah, just stay on your phone all day so you can respond to that text.
I think it's been a couple days. I didn't vlog yesterday. So yeah, it has been a couple days. Hello. It is Friday. So I'm getting ready to actually go to bingo with my mom. And I am a little triggered, I guess you could say the word is. Fridays are usually the day where I vape. And I go to bingo a little high. And it feels good.
Really?
I'm relaxed.
Does she tell her mother about that? Seeing as how she is in recovery. That's not exactly something that she would partake in, but little weird.
It's just been like a pattern, a habit. It's what I do. But when I saw my results and I saw that I still have that little lung thing, which I don't understand like what it is. But when
you don't want to add something more to your lung. I mean, there's always gummies, right?
I saw like the results with my own eyeballs and I saw that I still had that, I immediately threw away my vapes. I know I shouldn't be vaping anyways.
Girl, just get like gummies. And then that's why she eats that nasty food, because she has the munchies. So she just sees like, oh, some fried food. Okay, whatever, I'll eat it, no problem. Instead of, I mean, I would just wait and go somewhere after if the food looked like that.
As someone who is my size, but seeing that just like confirmed it for me that like I should not be vaping. So I just feel a little bit triggered, but I'm no longer gonna vape. I threw them away like 4 days ago. It's hard.
Girly pop is triggered.
It's like I'm realizing that I relied on that feeling. And it wasn't just Fridays that I would vape. It's Fridays that I would vape the most. When I leave
It's every day. Whenever she leaves the house.
my house, because I do not vape indoors. I vape when I take Twinkie out. I vape if I'm waiting for DoorDash. And it's just like become a part of my ritual.
I feel like it doesn't matter. Like, it's not like smoking.
And now I can't do it. And it's just like a weird triggering feeling where I'm like, damn, I relied on vaping. And that's like hard to like wrap my head around, but that's okay. We're gonna get through it together. I just need to continue making these like better choices for my body. So for me, my favorite games of the
Right. I feel like it's not the best idea for her. I mean, number one, the lung situation, but number two, like the munchies situation could lead her to bees at the worst, overeat at best. You know what I'm saying? Like, you will literally just eat anything. It has been a long time though since I have gardened. Probably like a year, give or take. Like, I have gummies. They're probably like stale at this point. Like,
where we get to choose our own numbers. So this is a you pick 'em letter X, and then they do this one at the end of the night. It's just like a you pick 'em bingo. Usually I do one. Okay, so this is embarrassing.
You pick 'em bingo.
So there's 75 numbers that you can choose.
I don't care. Oh my goodness, look at Mama Lynn Wilding throwing up blank signs. Just kidding. It's a peace sign. Peace up, A-Town down. Dun, 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 dun.
Come on, B6. Bingo! Okay, guys, so I have been home from bingo for about an hour now. So before I went to bingo, I actually super chatted Keemstar on his LOLcow live.
Ooh, did that like affect her mood? Did she kind of realize she would get something like that from Keem?
LOLcow live, excuse me. The way he reacted was everything. Keem, stop being so butthurt that I have not gone on your show. It genuinely cracked me up, I'm not gonna lie about it. He wants me back.
Girl, you have been like stringing him along for 6 months now. That's crazy. I would be annoyed too.
Bad. But I was already in LOLcow Queens, and I admitted to them that, you know what? If any of these shows I was gonna be on them, it would be Queens. I don't think I would ever be a host.
Girl, he can get someone bigger than you. Well, more subscribers. Stop.
It doesn't seem like really my thing, because I really want to focus on my channel, obviously. Like, I've had you guys for 13 years. But to pop in there every now and then.
I really just want to focus on girl, you can't take like 30 minutes to come on for a couple of questions or whatever they do over there. I don't know. Grill. For them to grill her. Would love to see that. I just wanted to write down LOLcow Queens because I want to check that one out as well. Amber said she wants to be on that one. I haven't seen that one at all, although I have seen Keem, of course.
It might be something that, I don't know. I'm conflicted. There's so many people who want me to do it. So many people who are like, Amberlynn, don't do it. So anyways, a couple days.
Is she like self-aware to the fact that it's LOLcow Live and the reason they would have her on is because she has been such an infamous LOLcow for a decade now? Like, she does realize that's the reason they want her on, right? That's why the show is what it is. You know, it's basically, girl, like, are you self-aware to see that? I don't know. She loves the show. All right.
My mom actually called me and she was like, Amber, I got something for you. Oh, okay. Well, hello to you too. Years and years and years ago, I'm telling you, like 2 decades ago, my mom was obsessed with cherries. She had cherry everything.
Could she tie a cherry stem in a knot using only her tongue? Yeah, ask her to show us. Anyways.
In fact, she even has a cherry tattoo. And I also love cherries, as you know. So my mom found this and bought it for me and surprised me with it. Isn't it so freaking cute? So I have to take off this sticker from the bottom here. And
I have a air freshener in my car that, you know, hangs on the mirror that looks, it's cherries like that. It doesn't really look like that, but green stem.
I'm gonna set it on my bookshelf. It's literally gonna be perfect. Like, isn't that so
like
sweet?
Cherries.
Like, oh my God, where should I put it? Like, right here? Ah!
More knickknacks. Oh my goodness. Amber's gonna be like that grandma she lives in an apartment and it's just like filled to the brim, like hoarded, like hoarders. And you can barely get through because there's just so many knickknacks. My one grandma was like that. I have one grandma who's still alive and one that passed away in 2020. But my grandma that passed away, her house was filled to the brim with knickknacks. And she would just like buy more at like Goodwill, garage sales, things like that. Whatever caught her eye, and the apartment would just like fill and fill with little knickknacks, paddywhacks. And it just had that like, you know, old person smell.
So freaking cute. Isn't that so sweet? You know what? I kind of want you guys to see it while I'm filming, because I film here a lot. Right there, or maybe right here.
Girl, don't overthink it. I wouldn't want your brain to explode.
Oh, okay, yes.
We don't need another medical issue at our new highest weight.
Perfect next to wasabi.
You guys remember back in 2019 when she was like her highest weight ever, she would say like, she would use clickbait titles like, this is my new highest weight, as if it was something that she had achieved or something that she should be proud of. Can you imagine? New highest weight, like... Is that what we're going back to? Is she trying to like reinvigorate and get those 2019 numbers back? She thinks if I get back up there, we can get those numbers back. Girl, I don't think so. That was a different time.
All right, guys, hello. It is the next day. I'm wearing the
Before TikTok, everybody just went to TikTok, I guess.
same earrings as yesterday because, I don't know.
She needs a girlfriend. We need a girlfriend to... Okay. She's getting all fancy schmancy. For who? For Tommy? Is she still with Tommy? I hope not. Like, I feel like, yeah, probably, but like, I hope not. But also, I can't help but keep thinking about that post that Tommy made about the love of her life not being Amberlynn. I mean, but still, they could have gotten back together after that, you know? I just want a different girly pop who wants to be on camera, or at least doesn't mind as much... ... like Beck ? But then now in hindsight, they did mind being on camera. It didn't seem like they did all the time. Sometimes they wanted to be.
It might be like my new favorite. Oh, my mom's calling. Oh wait, okay, never mind. I think it was a mistake because she just ended the call with me. So I'm actually about to go babysit my step niece and nephew. But before that, my mom said she
Really, Amber's babysitting? Is she bringing Tummy?
wants to go get a drink from 7-Eleven. So we're gonna do that. And then after I babysit, my mom is going to this like convention for her sobriety and she invited me. So I'm really excited. What? Hi.
Girl, don't bring the vape. She threw him out.
And I don't know, I'm really excited. And we get to celebrate my mom's sobriety today. I'm trying to decide between a Gatorade Zero or water. Leaning towards water. So I'm gonna get one of these guys. So you just want like a regular braid that starts up here? Yeah. Do you want it tight?
Yeah.
Where's the hair tie?
She got me this one and then put this over it.
Why go to the 7-Eleven and get water? Like, that's just so boring. We have water at home. Hello. You know, taking it back to the post that she made about Keemstar and that whole situation, she tries to throw him under the bus, like calling him a troll and insinuating he's not like the best person, which he's not. But if you knew that, then why are you so far up their butt that you're sending like $20 super chats, shouting them out in like every live stream, saying it's like your favorite show? I don't know. It's just odd how defensive she was. Like, if it was just him saying something like he's not up to date on the tea, which he probably isn't, but still, just ignore it. I don't know. She's bringing attention to it / missing the point entirely / making herself more suspicious. So now I really think Tummy's lurking. No, Tummy, go away. Girl, you do not want to end up in that feeding dungeon. No way, no how. Honestly, I mean, it was Tommy that got herself in all of this mess, but it's a blessing that she is not in that basement right now, being funnel fed every night. You know, that's where she would be. You want to talk about new highest weight? She would have been there months ago if she was still with Tommy. I bet you bottom dollar. But then again, we think maybe she is still with Tommy. Maybe that's what this is all about. Maybe she recently got back with Tommy, and that's why she's inching closer and closer to the new highest weight, the 572.5. What if we have a new number?
I'm doing a braid.
Those are my angel numbers, a 5, a 7, and a 2. I think I was at like the gas station or something. I got like a drink and chips and it was $5.72. And I think I laughed and they probably looked at me like I was weird. That'll be $5.72. Ma'am, this is an Applebee's. No, a Turkey Hill.
Yeah. This Barbie is sober. That's what her shirt says.
Cute.
Okay.
Yes, very much.
Amber should get that. Okay, so now we're at the banquet at the convention center. Whatever, banquet hall. Bingo at the banquet hall. Okay, they know what's up with the bingo.
Well, it's currently...
That must be a sober activity. Now that looked a lot better. See, that what I ate today. I mean, the steak, I'm pretty sure Amber likes hers like well done. Yeah, it looks a little too done for me, but it looks a lot better than the bingo food. Although the steak is overdone, the corn doesn't seem to have anything on it, like no salt, no pepper. The garlic bread could use a little more garlic spread. And then the potatoes also look overdone. But other than that, it's better than the other bingo food. Girl, we're being petty today. Is that nitpicky? Amber didn't make it. It's not her fault.
Well, it's currently hailing and it's hitting my window.
Oh,
I'm a little bit nervous about it.
we better run for the hills.
Hello, it is the next day. You guys,
Ew.
I had nothing to drink. Literally even ran out of water. I do not like these at all, but I still have them.
That's what I said ooh about. I've seen those at the store. Dr. Pepper Blackberry. Did I try that? I might have gotten like one bottle, or maybe that was something else. I don't know. I like to try the new flavors sometimes, but yeah, that one's a no-go for me. It just doesn't sound good at all.
In my fridge, it's the Dr. Pepper Blackberry Zero Sugar. So I was like,
Does anyone remember Coffee Coke? It was Coca-Cola with coffee in it, and they sold it at like gas stations in bottles. Coca-Cola Black. It's been discontinued forever, but they had it when I was in high school. I remember because I got one like before school. There was a gas station, whatever. But yeah, Coca-Cola Black, BLAK with no C, I think. Don't quote me. It wasn't good, but they should bring it back. I'll get one bottle.
sipping on it with a straw. It's not good at all. So I'm
Ew,
actually getting ready to go to the vet, but I just want to tell you, yesterday was an amazing
She goes to the vet.
day. It was a private personal day, so I did not vlog, but I had so much fun, and it was just a really great time.
Wait, she was with Tommy or New Girl.
And by the way, there is not going to be a weekly Amazon haul in this vlog because I haven't bought anything from Amazon. And there's also not going to be a weekly Lego update because I have not.
That was kind of a thing because people were saying, like, how can you come on here and say that you can't afford GLP-1s when then you also do Amazon hauls every week and Torrid and this, and we know how she spends, but she can't afford GLP-1s. Like,
Built any Lego. I've just been busy and I don't know. By the way, I've had Scentbird. I haven't really talked about it for a while now. You guys, this company is amazing. I get a new...
There really is a new girl, guys, or Tummy again. Tummy's in town. Maybe that's what it is. Like, Tummy was just in town.
one of these things every single month. I'm like prescribed to like the highest part where I get like 5 perfumes.
Remember how miserable she was at Tummy's? That's too good. But yeah, like in October, she was she stopped posting regularly. She would post like maybe once one little vlog a week and she would be completely miserable in it. That was so weird.
So they're just samples and then you put them in here. I guess I could show you guys my collection. Just not right now because I have to
I always thought about getting that, but
leave soon. So I like
so
to keep
unnecessary.
one in my makeup bag. I keep one in my purse. I keep one by the door. And then I also get the like really like itty bitty samples that are like literally like this big. It's just a...
I'm like the type of person to pick one scent and then I like wear that for years and I don't wear it every day. So the bottle lasts like a year. I don't like multiple different ones. I don't know. I like a signature.
Really cool way. Scentbird, by the way, is what it is. It's a really cool way to like find new perfume. I love it. All right, you guys, so it
Yeah.
is tarot time, and I heard some people thinking that it's bad to read your tarot yourself. Not true. Experienced tarot readers actually encourage it. It's good for personal growth, spiritual growth.
What is Amber's idea of spiritual growth? I would like to know. Can we get a video on that, girl? Deep dive into Amber's higher power. It's a being that looks just like her, has the same struggles as her.
Working on your intuition it's great for reflecting. Are you kidding? It's therapeutic. Like, there is nothing about unencouragement towards reading tarot. So I don't know. I just thought that was kind of a weird thing that I saw
This is
recently.
all performance art.
I was like, no. Actually, really.
Amber's whole channel is performance art, guys. Not a lie, not manipulation. It's not bending the truth. It's performance art. And if you can't accept that, you know where to go.
Good to read tarot and oracle for yourself. So I personally only read oracle once a week, and it's with you guys. I do reflect a little bit more off camera, especially with the stuff that I don't feel comfortable sharing on YouTube, which is okay because I do have boundaries. So the 3 decks that I'm doing today is Life Happens, Feminine Wisdom.
Yeah, not talking about her love life. That is her like one boundary.
And Believe in Your Own Magic.
At the time being, I mean, who knows? She changes her mind like the weather, girl.
All right, so first card is Nurturing. I love this deck. I think it's so beautiful.
They're all different decks, and she does one of each. I've never seen anyone read like that.
This is the deck I like to do
okay.
during my members' live streams. Second card is Guidance, Help from the Higher Being. Your new sense of direction and purpose is about to develop. The path is becoming clearer. Your thoughts are becoming simpler. Your mind is becoming far more focused. Visualize yourself as you walk your own path towards your wildest dreams. What do you see on it?
Here you
How do
go,
you overcome the
girl.
obstacles you meet? What
Moving to LA at 150 pounds. Your real weight, your true weight. What did she say? If I was my real weight, I would be in LA. I wouldn't be here in Kentucky with the likes of you. Hillbilly trash.
your attitude? What do you do on days when you lack motivation? Close your eyes and confirm your divine guidance. Your inner voice knows what you are being guided and protected every step of the way. I say yes to my higher calling.
It was interesting how she would always put Beck down and like Southern people in general and the South in general, while at the same time picking up the accent, blending in. Amber's a chameleon. What can I say? She's a chameleon.
Third card is Potion. Remember to practice self-love. Also really love the pictures in this deck as well. You're familiar with
It's giving very much feminine, divine.
concepts of self-love and self-care, but either you've never actively practiced them or there's something you've fallen behind on. Either way, you should get back on track. Keep yourself maintained and
Isn't that crazy for it to tell her to get on track? Yeah, girl, because Tummy is taking her off track.
always, big or small. That can mean calling it quits to take a luxurious bath instead, or that can mean putting on a rosewater face mask and getting out your planners so you can sort.
Yeah, girl, just get in a bubble bath. I don't know if she can do that because it's like once she gets in, how is she going to get out? I actually fell in the shower the other day. That was crazy. I hit the ground like, it actually didn't really hurt. It was just kind of like frightening to lose control. But they say like when you're older, one shower fall and that could just be like it for you.
Out your life before it gets too out of control. Genuinely, this is just very self-love
One fall.
focused. This coming week, I have an appointment and I have other appointments that I need to schedule. And I feel like that falls under self-care. Me eating better, going to the doctor, getting all of this like health stuff figured out.
Is this what she thinks is going to help her, like reading these cards? Anything, girl. I guess she could try anything under the sun at this point, but
Is me nurturing myself in ways that sometimes I genuinely neglect. And I know the ways that I need to nurture
yeah, it's giving
myself. I
2019.
know the ways that I need to give myself self-love and self-care. And I'm not going to stop. I'm going to be an advocate. I'm going to love myself. I'm going to love my body. I'm going to love my heart. I'm going to love who I am as a person because I've spent so long hating myself, so long disliking so many different aspects of myself. People genuinely only give themselves self-love and self-care if they like themselves, if they love themselves.
Is that why she does the things that she does, or is it depression and addiction, right? That makes her do the things that she does, like not taking care of yourself. A lot of the times when people are in a deep depression, they won't shower, they won't take care of themselves, XYZ. Or is it that she just doesn't like herself. Girl, we know that's not true.
if they want to nurture and care for themselves. So I think this coming week, I really need to just focus on me. And I'm going to do everything I can to become a healthier, better version of me. So I'm going to go. I hope that you guys did enjoy this vlog, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
It's crazy how she can say these things over and over again for years on end, and the story doesn't change. In fact, it seems like we're backsliding. Well, there you guys go. That's going to be it for today's video, an update on Amber's condition. What do you guys think is going on? Is she hiding a relationship with Tummy, or is there a new girl? I'm really like hoping for the new girl, but part of me is like, don't get your hopes up. It's probably just Tummy, but you never know. It could be a Valentine situation. I mean, she wouldn't share Valentine for like the longest time, and it took us even longer to put a face to the name, and that's when everything went to crap. That was fun. That was a cute era. Valentine and Brittany coming out. It was fun while it lasted, right? I remember I was at the beach when all that went down, so I had to go to the hotel and do a live stream. Why does that always happen whenever I go on vacation? Something amazing happens. There is this whole situation with Keemstar. Will she, won't she go on his live stream? I get the feeling that maybe she won't. I mean, she does say that she wants to go on the other one, the LOLcow Queens, which I'm assuming is like women hosting. Maybe that would make her feel more comfortable. I wouldn't get my hopes up about her going on any sort of live stream or answering any sort of interview questions. It's just going to be the same BS. People ask her questions on her channel every week. She does a video dedicated to answering questions. And then on Instagram, she used to do those Q&As like every day. It would be interesting though to see her squirm and to have people ask her right to her face, like the burning questions that people have, and not just like carefully curated questions that she picks out herself for the videos or Q&As, right? She loves to pick out those questions about Beck, but then say that she never talks about them. You picked the question, girl. It's my story. I'm being silenced. Do you guys think that there is a major backslide going on? Could we be going 100 miles an hour towards that new highest weight? Or will she make a quick U-turn and get back on track based on what the cards say? Yeah, I'm not really buying what the cards say, especially when Amber's the interpreter. She talks about people being biased when reading her, which is true, but she's also biased in her way reading herself. She wants to make it look good for the people. This is in fact performance art. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I will of course catch you guys in the next one. All right, bye everyone.